After declaring a climate emergency, a coalition headed by Oregon State University researchers says Earth's vital signs are worsening.
They say this is because of a business as usual mindset on climate change. So joining us now live to explain is a professor emeritus of global change biology at Oregon State University, Dr. Bev Law. Dr. Law, good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for joining us this morning. So obviously this is a hot button issue right now. What are the vital signs that you check for in your research?
Well, there are a number of them, including the three major greenhouse gases that are emitted to the atmosphere: air temperature, human consumption of meat. There are quite a few. There are about 28 variables, and about 60% of them were worse than in the past 2 years than they were previously. And that's surprising because despite the widespread impacts of COVID-19 and how people pulled back on their consumption, their global greenhouse gas emissions still continue to increase.
It is interesting. I know we talked about it, kind of at the height of shutdowns last year when people were staying home, how much we saw air quality in different cities clear up, water quality seemed to improve in certain areas. But it feels like with COVID and so many other things kind of on people's minds, do you think climate has taken a back seat? Would this have been a bigger, more pressing issue had we not been focused on this pandemic?
Well, some of the indicators did show a decline, like transportation, but it wasn't enough. It just wasn't enough. And I think people still found a way to continue, for example, ordering online and that kind of thing, still consuming. And so I guess it's just a big wake-up call. We really thought this was going to have a big impact, and it would show us how by conserving, being better about consuming, having smaller families, that kind of thing, that we can get the emissions down, but we have to take much more drastic actions. And we provided some solutions, including first phasing out fossil fuels, but also reducing deforestation. It's the second biggest source of emissions to the atmosphere. And so the Brazilian Amazon continued to increase in the forest loss rates over the past 2 years. It's reached a 12-year high. That's unthinkable because the tropical forests are the major lungs of the land and their ability to take carbon from the atmosphere and store it in the wood and in the soils.
Dr. Law, we've talked about climate change now for so long and how action needs to be taken now. I mean, yesterday was already too late. But at what point is there maybe a tipping point or a breaking point? I mean, is there ever a time where it's too late in terms of climate change? Has too much damage been done?
Well, some places like the Amazon are reaching what we think might be a tipping point, and it's a point at which they might change to from forest to, say, scrubland. And one thing that the climate scientists are saying is that with the increased deforestation and increased warming, we've really increased the risk of losing a lot of our Amazonian forests and having them turn into something like scrublands.
We're looking at video of all these different natural disasters we've seen in the last couple of years, historic wildfires. Every year is a new record in Oregon and California and western states, flooding in China and record-breaking heat waves. Do you think, we have seen the U.S. under the Biden administration move to rejoin the Paris Accord. There is talk happening at a global level, but what else legislatively needs to happen? Or is there something else outside of the political sphere that needs to happen to really make some significant change?
As I said earlier, really phasing out fossil fuels. That's a tough one, but we really need to do it. That is the major cause. And then the other thing we suggested is providing strategic climate reserves, is what we called it, because there are areas or natural climate solutions like the land and oceans. Those are the biggest reservoirs. And if you protect the mature and old forests, that's keeping carbon out of the atmosphere. So those are two of them. And then the other ones we're saying we're just reducing the family size and getting onto a plant-based diet. Now, people are starting to do that, both, and that's good, but we have to do so much more.
Dr. Bev Law, Professor Emeritus at Oregon State University, thank you so much for joining us this morning. It's a very important topic and one that we'll continue to talk about. So thank you again for being here with us this morning.